friends, hope you all are doing well and staying safe. Welcome back to yet another video of the Football Mania to bring you all the latest news, insights, and updates from the world of football. Wow, this has to be the most memorable day of my life. To be honest, I literally have one of the most iconic clubs whom I have cherished and seen for so many years, and to see them the way they performed yesterday was just incredible. Yes, it was a very big North London derby between Arsenal and Tottenham, and I am so excited, so over the moon, and so, full of emotions right now. I just can't express how happy I am feeling for the fact that Arsenal have once again showed that they are the true team in North London. North London is red, and yes, my friends, I am just saying that Arsenal have dominated this fixture for so many years. And if you had watched yesterday's match, I'm sure you would have understood and realized that Arsenal is a team which always turns up on the big occasions, and especially against Tottenham, a team which has not won a trophy since 1961. And after that, if you consider, it has been a very, very tragic story for that North London club. And if you talk about Arsenal, Arsenal has created history. They were the invincibles and they have left a strong legacy which will continue for generations to come. Yes, a lot of things I can speak about the history, the culture, and the value of the club. But let's talk about yesterday's match. Wow, it was yet another classic North London derby where Arsenal were completely dominant in the first half, and their style of play, their movement, their off the ball running, and the intricate passing, the intensity, desire, energy, the mood of the fans, and everything at the Emirates was just perfect. If you are an Arsenal fan, I'm sure you are wondering from where did this adrenaline rush come? Because every Arsenal fan knows what it means to play against Tottenham, and the players really felt it. They wanted it much more than anything else. And to be honest, Mikel Arteta, hats off, you have deserved this win. And for the first time, I saw that intensity and passion in this team to really go for the kill. And in the first half, everything was perfect. Emil Smith Rowe, Bukayo Saka, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, the midfield, Thomas Partey was an engine who controlled the midfield. Janet Xhaka, his start was a very big cause for concern, and he has just recovered from a red card. He was suspended for 3 matches, and people were, very critical of his selection. But he once again proved that he is experienced at the midfield, and he also turns up for big matches. So definitely Arsenal going into this match were really the favorites, and the first half was just a scintillating display. The movement, everything was fine, and Tottenham really had no ideas. If you talk about Nuno Espirito Santo, he was a dejected man. He had his hands folded like this, and nothing was really going on well. Yes, they had a spell of possession. It was for 5 or 7 minutes, and apart from that, Harry Kane, who Harry Kane looked more like Harry Blaine, the magician. And if you consider Deli Ali, Tanguy Ndombele, Heung-min Son, Lucas Moura, everyone were anonymous. And apart from a Son shot in the first half, Aaron Ramsdale pretty much didn't have anything else to do. And the midfield, especially Odegaard, if you see for Arsenal, he was picking up those spaces behind behind Tottenham's midfield, and this was something which I was really hoping for because he can make those clever movements. He just requires the space, and we all know how technically gifted he is. And his service for Aubameyang was also there for everyone to see. His link-up play with Smith-Rowe and Saka was there. His, cleverness, his driving with the ball and spraying the ball across was also very, very consistent, and I expected more of the same in the second half. 3-0 was a very flattering scoreline in the first half. If we talk about the second half, Nuno Espirito Santo made a couple of changes. He withdrew Dele Alli and Tanganga, and he brought on Oliver Skip. I just don't know why, because he doesn't offer much of an attacking threat, and it was very, very, weird to see how Espirito Santo was looking to change the game with a defensive substitution, wherein they require 3 goals to claw back into the game. They require their talisman Harry Kane to step up. And yes, we saw a spell of possession. They were creating pressure on Arsenal. Arsenal became too complacent in the second half, I must say, but they stuck as a unit. And I must say the defensive pairing of Ben White and Gabriel is, a joy to watch, because Ben White is not such an experienced defender and neither is Gabriel. And the way both of them had Harry Kane in their pocket was just outstanding. And even if you see Takehiro Tomiyasu, the Japanese fullback who has played over 100 games for Bologna, came into Arsenal with not such a huge price tag, and he is a steal in my opinion because he offers so much. His defensive reading of the game, his positioning, and his driving with the ball is, really incredible. And I would just like to see some more crosses if we can whip in from next time. And overall, his game was superb. And a big shout out to Kieran Tierney as well. We must not forget he is one of the most consistent Arsenal players. And it was really, really good to see his passion and his energy during the entirety of the match. And once it became 3-1, yes, it was, late in the 80th minute. You are expecting Tottenham to pile on more pressure, but once again, Aaron Ramsdale, you were the hero. Once again, you had a very crucial save in the 90th minute by Lucas Moura. It was just an outstanding effort. And I must say, Arsenal, even though they were complacent, they deserved the win. They absolutely smashed Tottenham into pieces. And the iconic, the legendary king, Thierry Henry, was also in the stadium. And it was just so nostalgic when I saw Aubameyang score and make that celebration which Henry had made when he played against Tottenham. He scored a solo goal, and this time around Aubameyang had the same type of celebration. So I was really, really thrilled for Arsenal. It was a must-win match for them, and now they are above Spurs in the Premier League table. And on the flip side, if you consider Tottenham, well, in the past 3 matches they have conceded 9 goals and just scored one, and they started the season with 1-0 wins, 3 on the bounce. And you are thinking, wow, what type of Tottenham are we going to see this time around? And well, as everyone says, when you go up to the top of a hill, it just requires one push to bring you all the way back down. And that's exactly what has happened with Tottenham. Yes, they were looking confident towards the initial 3 matches. They were not so convincing, even though they won. But I must say, it has been a very tragic story. And if you are a Tottenham fan, you should be, fearing for the worst, because I am expecting Daniel Levy will not, raise the bar and, trigger the gun just yet on Nuno. And I just think he will give some more time to Nuno to actually, rectify the mistakes and give him some more time till he has a solution to fix. So, all in all, I must say Arsenal deserved to win. It was a very, very convincing performance, and the Emirates was, buzzing. The energy, the electric, vibes around that stadium was just immense, and the fans played a huge role in the victory in the North London derby. So moving forward, they have to play Brighton up next, who may go into the fixture on top of the table if they beat Crystal Palace. And I am expecting a very, very tough match. But if Arsenal manages to win that as well, just imagine the scenes. Just imagine after 3 defeats, how Arsenal fans must be feeling right now going into the international break. If a big if they manage to win against Brighton. So, guys, please keep subscribing and drop in your comments. Please let me know what do you think about Arsenal season. Has Mikel Arteta turned over a corner? Is this victory in the North London derby just what they required to, have an incredible winning run, or will it be curtailed next week by Brighton? That is the big question. So, guys, please let me know in the comment section, and also spare a thought for Tottenham because they are in a big turmoil right now. And only God knows what will happen next. They have some very tough fixtures coming up, and only time will tell what will happen to Nuno as well. So, guys, just keep staying tuned to my YouTube channel, and for regular updates, please do not forget to subscribe. And until next time, stay safe and take care.